Napheesa Collier absolutely hooked Angel Reese's ass last night. 8 of 13, 61.5%, 26 points in 25 minutes and 53 seconds. She scored 26 in 26 minutes.
When a player focused on personal stats runs into a team built to win, the results speak for themselves. On May 10th, we saw exactly that. Napheesa Collier and the Minnesota Lynx picked apart Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky's game plan, holding her to just 10 points and 3 rebounds in 25 minutes. It was a statement performance.
Angel Reese Preseason Part 2, let's get it! What they say about layups, harder than nuclear physics. Bang! She's a point forward now, and nobody's more excited than opposing defenses. Time for the vintage underhand scoopity shot from 3 feet. Yep, there it is. Bang!
This wasn't just another preseason game. It was a reality check. When the spotlight shifts from social media hype to real basketball, things get exposed. Did the Lynx just shatter the myth of Angel Reese's double-double streak? What does her new coach really think about her role on this team? Stick around as we break down the game footage, how Collier dominated Reese, the unexpected fallout, and whether fans are tuning in just to watch Reese struggle. And if watching those missed layups gave you a laugh, drop Baby Giraffe in the comments. Let's get into it.
Angel Reese fans are going to be happy because she's playing away from the rim, a long way away from the rim, and those rebound numbers and those double-doubles are about to take a back seat. So guess what? Padding the stats is not going to work out.
Before the May 10th matchup, Angel Reese sounded confident, posting about how ready she was to dominate and reminding everyone she's not used to losing. But once she stepped on the court against Napheesa Collier and the Minnesota Lynx, reality set in fast. The self-proclaimed rebounding machine finished with just 3 rebounds in 25 minutes. That's not a typo. 3 rebounds from a player whose reputation was built on cleaning up her own missed shots.
I don't want to give away the farm, but Angel was 2 of 8 from the field. 2 of 8 from the field. 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 10 points.
The game footage tells the full story of how Collier dismantled Reese from the very start. From the opening tip, Collier took control, using her body to seal off position and box Reese out. Unlike college, where Reese could reach over smaller players, she now faced a defender who mastered positioning and timing. Just watch the second quarter sequence. Reese tried 3 separate times to establish deep post position, but Collier denied the entry pass every time, pushing her further from the basket. When Reese finally got the ball, Collier's flawless footwork forced an off-balance shot that clanked off the rim. No rebound, no second chance points, just lockdown defense.
McDonald's sponsoring the first ever fry cook in the WNBA. Bag work is off the dollar menu, man. What is this junk? Bang! Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and most importantly, Mother Teresa, Mother Nature, and Mother 2. I'm watching because of me too. Bang! Did you know a croissant's most important ingredient is butter? Yes, butter. Butter! Butter pecan!
Reese's shooting numbers told the same story, just 2 for 8 from the field, including 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. Her only real contribution came at the free throw line, where she hit 6 of 8 attempts. Without her usual putbacks and second chance buckets, her offensive game looked flat and completely ordinary.
Look at these stats. This was some first quarter action. 5 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 for 4 from the field. Missed drive layup, missed 6 foot, leading taking 2. Missed drive, lead taking layup. It's going to be another one of those years, folks.
The Lynx's team defense deserves major credit too. Whenever Reese managed to get the ball, help defenders closed in fast, forcing her into tough shots or rushed passes. The second quarter was especially brutal for the Sky. They shot just 25% from the field, managing only 4 made baskets. Meanwhile, the Lynx poured in 23 points, heading into halftime with a solid 48-42 lead.
Collier, I mean, my God, 26-5. Absolutely crazy. Okay, the lack of practice or fatigue from her social life is showing itself with Angel Reese. She's doing a lot of watching and slow on defense. Also not communicating. She literally stood there and watched Fee backdoor to the rim for a layup from a pass.
Reese's first half said it all. She took just 3 shots and missed every one, with her only points coming from the free throw line. This wasn't just an off night. It was a complete shutdown of her game by a smarter, tougher defensive player and team. While Reese struggled to make any real impact, Collier was in total control. She dropped 26 points on an efficient 8 for 13 shooting in under 26 minutes, adding 5 rebounds, a steal, and a block. That night, it was crystal clear who the better player was. Collier looked like an MVP candidate. Reese looked like she's still learning what it takes to compete at the pro level.
Caitlyn Clark has 0 free throw attempts. Did the refs swallow the whistle? Well, Angel's got 30. Who has the special whistle again? Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I remember Angel Reese talking about they must have a special whistle out there. Yeah, this person says, my brain genuinely hurts watching Angel Reese fans interact.
One fan on social media said it best. The Lynx may have figured out how to stop Angel Reese, and the game footage backs it up. By neutralizing her rebounding edge, Collier exposed the holes in Reese's overall game. Without those second-chance points and easy putbacks, her offensive impact all but vanished.
If I'm being honest, is Angel headed towards a 12-point, 6-rebound, 4-assist kind of season? In other words, being a character actor and not the superstar of this team?
To Reese's credit, she did show flashes of playmaking, finishing with 5 assists, hinting that she's trying to grow beyond the typical power forward role. But when your primary strengths are shut down this completely, it raises real questions about how effective you can be at the pro level.
Look, Angel had a real nice assist last night.
For efficiency.
I'm not going to lie.
Off
Here
the
we
miss.
go right here down the court.
Tia Nurse
Looks like maybe
pushes
Nurse
the
with
pace
the
up for
ball
Chicago.
down to Reese.
Top of the
Look
key,
at
it's
this
Reese.
little,
Bounce pass.
right in there for a
Banham.
layup.
Rachel Banham with the cut. Off the nice pass from
Rachel
Reese.
That
Chicago's
was
for
nice. It was
efficiency.
nice, no doubt.
This wasn't just a rough outing. It was a blueprint for shutting down Angel Reese. Collier showed that smart positioning, high basketball IQ, and disciplined team defense can completely erase Reese's physical edge. And now, with her on-court dominance in question, some of her bolder claims are under the spotlight too. She says people watch women's basketball because of her. But if that's true, why aren't fans showing up to her games?
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
People watch women's basketball for me too. That's what Angel Reese told reporters after being drafted by the Chicago Sky. Bold words from a newcomer, especially someone claiming to be the main draw for women's basketball. But do the numbers actually support this claim?
We're going to find out very quickly who amongst the Chicago Sky fans are really and truly basketball fans, or are they Angel Reese, the content creator fans? Because, and you got some of those folks obviously tuning in for basketball, but is it because of Angel Reese or for the best interest of the Chicago Sky team and you want to see them win ball games?
Let's take a look at the facts. Reese's highly anticipated homecoming game at LSU drew just 6,300 fans in a 13,000-seat arena. That's less than half capacity. Think about that for a second. This was her grand return to the campus where she won a national championship, yet thousands of seats were still empty. The situation in Chicago isn't any better. Despite Reese being the hometown star for the Sky, their home preseason game attracted only 4,600 fans. That's shockingly low for a major market like Chicago. Even when the Sky traveled to Minnesota to face the Lynx, with both Reese and fellow sophomore Camila Cardoso on the court alongside Napheesa Collier, attendance peaked at just 7,600.
Angel Reese's mom taking to X to tweet this after all of the hullabaloo about Caitlyn Clark and the high ratings. She says, that certain fan base looking in the stands celebrating attendance, while others are looking up in the rafters celebrating championship banners. We ain't the same. Different year, same haters. Have a great day. Well, all right. It is a different year, and it is the same haters, but I think You're calling yourself out, Mama Reese.
These numbers aren't just disappointing, they completely contradict Reese's claim about her drawing power. If she's truly the one who brings fans to women's basketball, then why are so many seats left empty at her games? The contrast with Caitlyn Clark is stark. Clark's preseason game in Iowa sold out in just 27 minutes. Not 27 days, not 27 hours, 27 minutes. That's what real star power looks like. When Clark faced Brazil in a preseason matchup, the game drew 1.3 million viewers on ESPN, outshining 55 of the 57 NBA preseason games aired since 2010.
Caitlyn Clark mania, and here we go again. 1.3 million people tuned in on Sunday afternoon to see Caitlyn Clark return to Iowa as a professional and start raining in three-pointers from ridiculous distances.
The WNBA is moving Caitlyn Clark's games to larger venues specifically to meet the overwhelming demand. Teams across the league are scrambling to find bigger arenas when Clark comes to town. Meanwhile, Reese's games struggle to fill even half the available seats. This pattern reveals something crucial about the difference between social media fame and true marketability. Reese has millions of followers and gets plenty of online attention. Her trash talk and feuds generate clicks and comments. But when it comes to putting fans in seats, the real measure of a sports star's drawing power, the results speak for themselves.
Put this into context, 1.3 million. You may say, well, you know, what does that really mean? What does a game ordinarily get? Listen to this. Only 2 of ESPN's 57 NBA preseason games that they've aired since 2010 have scored a higher rating than Caitlyn Clark taking Brazil to the woodshed and laying it to them out there. In both of the NBA games that rated higher involved LeBron.
The upcoming season opener between Reese's Sky and Clark's Fever will be a major indicator. Will fans show up to see Reese, or will they be there for Clark? Based on what we've seen so far, the answer seems pretty clear. The hard truth is that Reese's impact appears to be limited to social media engagement rather than ticket sales and in-person support. Her online presence just doesn't translate to filled arenas or increased revenue for the WNBA. And that's the real test of stardom in professional sports. Not followers or likes, but fans who are willing to pay money to watch you play. Despite these struggles, the Sky front office continues to back their controversial star. But how long will that support last if those empty seats keep piling up?
So apparently Caitlyn Clark playing against a bunch of people you've never heard of, and I can't imagine how bad this Brazil team is. That actually rates higher than 55 of 57 NBA preseason games that they've aired. If you want to know how popular Caitlyn Clark is, if you're wondering if any of the mania has worn off, the early indications for year 2 of Caitlyn Clark as a professional is that no, our public has by no means gotten enough of this young woman's talent just yet.
Angel Reese once claimed she's the reason people watch women's basketball, but this obsession with personal glory might have cost her previous coach her job. Teresa Weatherspoon's firing after just one season with the Chicago Sky shocked the basketball world. A WNBA legend brought in to build a winning culture was let go after only 40 games. So, what went wrong?
I want to make sure that there continues to be structure, discipline, accountability, just championship mindset. And we want the Sky to continue to be a place that people want to be long-term.
The numbers tell a painful story. The Sky finished with a disappointing 13-win, 27-loss record, missing the playoffs entirely. This wasn't due to a lack of talent. Some players even set career highs in individual stats. Angel Reese herself set records, averaging 13.1 rebounds per game. But those impressive numbers masked a deeper problem.
Very definition of stat padding. You are down by 22 points, and you've got the Fever's bench player, bench player, bench player, bench player, bench player. Playing against bench player, bench player, bench player, bench player, starter, just so that she can get her double-double.
Watch the game footage from last season, and it's clear, the Sky were completely disjointed. Possessions often ended with isolation plays or forced shots. The ball movement was non-existent, and players seemed more focused on padding their own stats than creating quality opportunities for teammates. Take that game against Indiana last August. Reese grabbed 16 rebounds but shot a miserable 4 for 15 from the field. On several possessions, she forced contested shots in traffic instead of kicking out to open shooters. The Sky lost by 12 points, and the tension in the locker room was evident during post-game interviews.
According to league sources, Weatherspoon had lost the locker room because of a culture that catered to the needs of a few players. Dear Lord.